locks. I keep that. I thought like somebody opened the door down there.
Oh, over there? Yeah.
Chumps be pulling up in caddies, knowing that car belongs to your daddy. Pumping the volume up in the speakers. When they blow, your pop's gonna beat your butt. You're out of gas and still rolling, cause your mind these girls are controlling. We should go around my way. And just like it's and you say, okay. You should've known you wasn't gonna make it. Go for a tow truck, somebody takes it. Now you're stuck way out in Brooklyn. You're in deep the way things are looking. You can't get home cause you live too far. Your cash and ID was back in the car. Now you wish you had driven your Duster, but it's too late. You've been had by a hustler.
Suckers be trying to play like they're big shots, flashing cash you ain't even got, playing the role like your big drug Dan, knowing the cash goes straight to the boss man. The only cash you got is car fare. Other than that, not a dime to spare. Do you have when you stand on the Ave? It makes me wanna laugh. Always talking about the way you're packing a gun. Everybody knows you're just acting. Some of your buddies that you call a posse be plotting and scheming to get them some Scotty. They know you talk much crap and you're full of it. And when you do have a gun, there's no bullets. So don't try to front on me, buster, cause you're nothing. You're just a small-time hustler.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and animals. This is the Stupid Show, aka the Jerry G Show, aka the I have no idea where the hell everybody else's show, but that's okay because it's me and my lovely co-host, Consuela.
Hey.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you, Jerry?
Great. Loaded up on some Red Bull. This is probably my fourth energy drink today. It's the only thing that gets me going, gets the day go by.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so I feel pretty much. I don't even feel my ass right now. I feel like I'm floating in my chair.
Oh, yeah, Red Bull will do the job for you.
You know they say like it gives you wings. It gives wangs. It gives you like I'd say levitation almost.
Yeah, I think that it does. Yeah, Red Bull does give you levitation.
It does. So how was your weekend?
It was pretty good.
I don't remember what I did this weekend. Do you?
I didn't do really anything.
No paintings?
I actually am preparing for the next part of my painting process. Yeah.
And it was something with snow and wolves, or what was the name?
Snow Dog Moonhowl.
That's it. I had two of the names right. Snow Dog. I'm gonna get that right the next time. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, Snow Dog Moonhowl, and it's still in process, but I'm about to be a little intimate with it one more time, at least one more time before my next period. So I'm just preparing for that.
So
One or two more times before my next period.
It's a 30-day preparation, but when it all comes down to it, it's worth it. It's going to come out great.
Yes.
Now, it appears that we are missing a few people.
I know. Oh, no.
Now, one of them, I think, Brendan, I think he's getting a haircut right now.
Oh, yeah, I think he was getting his haircut.
And then Chris, what's Chris doing?
He said he had to drive 3 naked ladies to a funeral.
He did?
Yeah.
That definitely sounds like him.
I'm not sure if they were the people attending the funeral or if that's who the funeral was for, but yeah, that's what he said.
I think at least one of them might be alive.
Oh, okay.
But you know what this means, though? That's not a bad thing because he's actually, I want to say, Chris, good job. He's probably going to get laid tonight because I don't know if you ever heard like the whole thing about at funerals, supposedly there's some sort of endorphins and people are just very, very loose and open, and it's very easy to take someone home from a funeral, even if it's like the worst thing you could possibly do.
Oh, right, yeah.
You've seen
Wedding Crashes.
That's it, Wedding Crashes, right?
Yeah.
Where the scene at the end where the guy was like, "Roger, damn you!" When the guy killed, and then he's fucking the dude's wife who's just lost her husband in the hang gliding accident.
Right.
So Chris is probably, I don't even get laid by one of the live bodies or one of the dead bodies.
Either or, yeah.
Either or. I'm going.
I mean, odds are good, at least.
There's always odds.
Yeah.
The odds are on his favor. So
odds are in his favor.
So the big thing going on this week is, I mentioned it to everyone earlier, that whole Baltimore thing going on right now.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I'll tell you, the best thing I've read about it, you ever see those Twix commercials where it's like somebody's like an angry actor and then they have Twix and they turn into a normal person?
Snickers.
No.
It's Snickers. That's right, he's right.
Right, yeah.
Twix, Snickers, same thing.
Yeah, I think it's Snickers.
Well, for Baltimore, have a Snickers, you turn to Ferguson when you're hungry. It's a true story. Everybody's going to relate back to Ferguson after what happened. So anytime like something goes wrong, people can just go, Ferguson. And what happened was, there's a video that went viral about, if anyone's seen it, where this one dude was masked up, and he was trying to join the riots, and then his mom beat the shit out of him. Like, worse than you've ever seen, like, any UFC or boxing fight. Beats the shit out of front of his son. And all the media is like, you can see all the cameras just aimed at it completely. Real fucked up. What else has been going on in the news?
I don't watch the news.
You don't watch it?
For a lot of good reasons, apparently.
Yeah, it's nothing but, like, negativity these days. So you're looking for something happy, and suddenly it's like, okay, a celebrity just had a sex tape, a celebrity just died, or someone's got a syringe stuck up in their ass. It's like, where's the positivity? We need more positive things.
Right, like that syringe.
Like a syringe. Like maybe they lived from the syringe. Chris getting laid by a dead body. That's a happy thing for some people.
You're right. Some people would probably be ecstatic about those odds.
There's a name for that, isn't there?
About being ecstatic about whether or not you can screw a dead body or a live body?
Yes.
Isn't that narcissism?
No, that's when you take selfies all day long.
Necrophiliac.
Something like that, right?
They have things for everything. I remember years ago, and I'm not going to say any names, but there's one girl, she had an obsession with, every time she hooked up a guy, peeing on them. Like, if she couldn't pee on you, she was just, it's like her form of way of saying, I need to pee on you to have an orgasm. But it's in some other people. I remember watching, you've seen Howard Stern, right?
Yeah.
They had a guy that he only got off by rolling around people's throat. Like, there's some sick, like, what's one of the most sickest, unusual things you saw somebody get excited for?
That's a tough one. Yeah, definitely.
You think of something.
Well, doesn't Brandon get excited every time Two Girls, One Cup comes on?
Yes. Anytime that he hears that famous piano song, he's got this unique smile on his face. I have one friend where, there's another thing, you probably heard of the foot fetishes.
Yes.
Like, have you ever had, like, seen this, like, you're walking around on a beach in a sandal, and then a guy, it's like, okay, he's not even looking at my ass or anything, he's just looking straight at my fucking feet and shit. Have you ever seen that happen?
Looking straight at my tits?
Yeah, he's looking at, not tit, well, girls expect the guys to be looking at their tits and ass, but instead, he's just looking down at your whole shoe and foot the whole time.
If I had tits, maybe I would avoid people staring at my feet.
You know, even if you did, you could have triple Ds, and if some guy with a foot fetish, he'll never notice. Like, years ago, me and my friends went out on, for our birthday, and we were on the train going to Freeport over here. One girl takes her boot off for a second, and the dude legit jumps right across, like, the train, like, in the seats, starts grabbing her feet and massaging. She was drunk, cracking up over, but I've never seen someone react that much to seeing a foot for, like, 2 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. People like that weird shit.
There are some definite things that people are weird about.
What else is another one? You can't remember that one, another weird one you thought of?
What do you mean?
Like, have you experienced one yet?
One of what?
Where there's a guy you came across that was just into something. It's like, okay, no, goodbye.
I think, yeah, a couple things, yeah.
Oh, let's hear it.
What do you mean?
Well, like, what kind of situations happen that, like, might have excited them or completely grossed you out?
Guys?
Yeah.
This is like a trick question.
No, it's not.
Huh?
It's a share story question. It's not a trick question.
I mean, like, no, I'm not easily gross. I'm not easily crazy.
You never had a guy that just wanted to take a piss or shit on you? Nothing like that? No weirdos like that?
No, of course, but
You let them, didn't you?
I'm just saying that,
Oh.
you know, I'm not easily queasy.
No, it takes a lot. Like, if someone just went like this, chopped off their whole hand in front of you, would you give them like a blank face, or would that legit gross you out?
I don't know. It depends on whether or not I throw up.
Depends what you ate before.
Yeah.
If you had one of those have like a whole pie of pizza, that's a different story.
Maybe. No, I could probably, maybe like after like a pie of pizza and like dessert twice, yeah.
Now, you know what creeps me out? Like, there's one thing, I mean, it might seem foolish to some, but for me, if I hear someone walking or if they bend down, you hear like all their bones crack, like that will legit send the worst shiver down my spine. Because I feel like their whole body's going to snap and a bone's going to come through their skin any second.
Yeah, I feel like that would do it,
Nothing else skeeves me out. Like, what skeeves you out?
yeah. What skeeves me out? I don't think, okay, what skeeves me out? A handful of boogers in my face.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to run into that anymore.
Huh?
Pretty sure you're not going to see something like that anymore.
No?
Unless there's still people that, like, make their collections.
Can you Google that?
Google it.
What?
A booger collection?
Like, weird things with boogers?
I'm definitely going to take a look into that. I wish I would have got some clips in
Booger
it.
fetishes.
Booger fetishes.
Or like sculptures, or like cuisine.
I think it was MTV or another show did like a real life, and one of the situations, his girl's boyfriend, he had a collection behind his bed of boogers.
Things made with boogers.
Things made, oh my god. Imagine someone tries to counter your menstrual painting with a booger painting.
I could probably use a bout of boogers to add to my painting.
A bout of paint, oh my god.
Maybe I have something called boogers, myths and facts. Maybe
Boogers missing, let's see this.
Join in. Maybe.
Yeah,
can
come
you
right
join
in.
for boogers, myths,
Why don't you
and
get in the
facts?
middle? We'll put the pretty girl in the middle.
Okay, yeah, this is exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the camera.
Oh boy. All right, let's see. We bring up
Here, getting
boogers.
closer.
There we go.
We're in, we fit.
All right. Well, we have why you shouldn't eat your boogers.
Oh god,
why?
I gotta hear this.
Okay, we'll do that first.
That's something a lot of people should know.
All right. Oh, it's a book.
Think we're gonna have a caller in a
Right,
little bit.
It's not an actual. It's a book.
Oh, it doesn't tell you what's
It's a
in the
children's
book?
book.
Oh.
Why
It's
you
a-
shouldn't eat your boogers.
That's a children's book?
Well, because you have to get your stomach pumped eventually.
Well, because
Oh,
there's a lot of kids who eat their boogers all the time.
who's that woman that got her stomach pumped?
So the parents probably buy them this book instead of having to talk with them, and they say, "Look, this is why you shouldn't eat your boogers." But let's go.
My doctor told me to stop because I would have to get my stomach pumped.
When you were little.
No, like
Recently?
a couple years ago, I was having acid reflux, and they were like, maybe you should stop drinking and stop eating boogers because we're gonna have to pump your stomach.
But did you tell him you were eating boogers, or he just assumed you were
He
eating
knew.
boogers?
I got an endoscopy. They went looking in my
And
in
he
my
saw
stomach.
boogers.
They
Yeah.
saw boogers?
Yeah, they told me I have to get my stomach pumped.
Oh.
Well,
That just
why
reminded
you-
me.
Why are you eating them? You shouldn't be eating them. You should know when you're younger you don't eat the boogers.
Don't worry about what I do.
Who is that female rapper that had her stomach pumped for swallowing too much semen in one day?
in one day?
Yeah. I think that was Little Kim.
I don't think you get acid reflux from that though.
No, I think this is like from like a few hundred guys or whatever.
No.
Supposedly.
Is that a myth?
It was No, it was either her or some porn star, but I don't know. I just remember Little Kim. Her name's coming up for some reason. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me and let's find out who it is. But no, but a woman, she swallowed too much cum in one day and they had to pump her stomach. Like, that's how bad it is.
Well, it's too much protein.
It's
protein.
you know they always say
And
there's never
iron.
there's no such thing as too much protein, but I think that was an exception for that one.
No, I think it was too much iron.
Too much iron?
Yeah.
Too much iron. I bet she's really strong though. You can only imagine their muscle recovery.
I think boogers are healthier.
Boogers are very important, believe it or not. They're essential.
They're built up
You
from
can't
immunity.
Live without boogers. You need boogers.
They're built up from
Boogers
immunity.
Are
So-
a byproduct of an incredible defense system that wards off germs and other contaminants that are trying to enter your body through a couple of convenient holes.
Ha!
That's what it says.
A couple of convenient holes. That's just very pleasant.
Boogers are full of germs, and you only have them when you are sick.
If that's the
That's
case,
a myth. I'm sorry.
That's a myth because then we'd be sick every single day.
The fact is, nasal
Oh yeah,
mucus.
because we always have.
We always have them come out. Yeah.
So I'm not the only person that always has boogers.
No,
Okay.
I have to wipe them out of my nose and ass every day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the myth is boogers are full of germs, and you only have them when you are sick. But the fact is, nasal mucus is 95% water, and everybody produces a healthy amount of it every day.
No, it's when you start blowing your nose and like blood's coming out, then you know either have a blood pressure or that's when you're sick.
Right. Right.
All right, so I'll give you guys a test.
Oh God, we're getting a test.
All right. Myth or fact? You wouldn't want to wipe your boogers on sensitive medical equipment.
That's
Fact.
a fact.
It says myth.
What?
It says fact. One component of mucus, mucin, has been recommended as a cleansing agent for medical devices.
Next time I go to the doctor,
I told you that's why it's healthier than
oh my
semen.
it's, I'm gonna go to
There's
my.
less iron, and it's like the body. It's like people think of it as like the body's onion, but it's really like the body's honey.
Can you just see someone in the doctor's office
That's
going?
very valuable.
I want to clean your equipment. Do you want a booger or do you want me to come on your shit? Just think about what the doctor would be like. What?
What?
Exactly.
Here's another one. Myth or fact? Only kids pick their noses.
Well, that's a
That's a
myth.
myth.
That's obviously a myth.
Yeah, have you ever driven around? You see somebody like pick their nose and suddenly just get the whole fingers in there. Then they have to stop suddenly, and they bang right into the wheel, and they get it lunged and they can't pull it out.
No, that I've never seen.
No.
I saw
But
it
I'm
once.
sure it's happened.
It was awesome. I only this is back in the day before cell phones had cameras, so I couldn't see it.
Well, I'll tell you, one time I really had a close call, and it was when I was younger. I was driving my car, and it was on Merrick Road, and there was a beautiful girl walking, and I just turned for a second, and I looked back, and I swear to God, I almost smashed right into the car in front of me. Like, I skidded and like came that close. I almost crashed, totaled my car, just by
Oh.
looking at a girl. And since then, I like that.
Never look.
I rarely look.
Don't
Like,
be
I
that
look
guy looking.
real quick. But like I guess I got stuck in the zone for a second. But you definitely shouldn't be looking at other people on the road. You should be driving, even
Sometimes
if they are picking their nose.
sometimes you can't help but look. Like I saw this one person had a tray in front of the studio when they were having spaghetti. This was in rush hour traffic. Legit had a tray of spaghetti. They see the whole noodles come. Like, how the fuck is this happening? How do people do this shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's
when
eating
if
fine.
I have spaghetti in the car, it's on.
It's.
I just throw it. I throw it fistfuls at my face. Like
Do you go home just like that?
no, I just like throw it at my face and like rah 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 like
While
try to
you're
catch it in my
driving?
mouth because that's the only way you can eat spaghetti and drive.
I've never eaten spaghetti.
Yeah, because
before.
you wouldn't want to like take the chance of having the spaghetti and then the fork and having to stop and then the
That's
fork
why you
stuck
don't
in your
use
throat.
a fork.
Oh, you hand it. That's medieval time style right over there. Just
Yeah.
using your hands.
Yes.
Nice. That is. We should totally get a video one day. Get a camera in your car and just drive around eating spaghetti and capture people's reactions.
We should do that. Yeah.
This
we should
can to-
montage it. Yeah.
We can do it. You just got to do 1 hour of driving. You'll probably get like 20 reactions.
I wonder how much spaghetti we would do.
Don't worry about that. I'll buy like 5 pounds of spaghetti. We'll make the sauce and everything. I think he's got to know a myth or fact. What do you got?
Yeah. What's
Okay.
what do you got for us?
Myth or fact? I am a freak for eating my boogers.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact.
Well, I don't know.
Are you
You're
a
the one
freak?
asking the question.
It's a myth.
It's a.
Fact. Not only do lots of people eat their boogers, but it may actually be good for you.
Oh my God.
That's what it says. We'll read more.
So that's why
right.
you grow so fast
It's
when
possible.
you're a kid.
It's possible
Oh,
that
chicken
eating your
soup, I
boogers
can
may
have
help
that.
your immune system, which makes sense in a way because mucus is part of your body's immune response, and B, most mucus winds up in your stomach naturally anyway. University of Saskatchewan biochemist Scott Naper has conducted studies showing that there may be health benefits to booger munching.
Booger mon-
So
Well,
you're
it's
like ahead of your
kind
time.
of like, because it already exists in your system, it's like saying like, oh, you could eat it regardless because it's going to be there anyway.
It's going to end up in your stomach anyway.
It's
gonna
like
end-
it's
oh,
like
man.
Even if you
eating-
don't eat it, you're right. It's going to end up there anyway.
Speaking of in your nose and immunity,
It's like eating dinner and dessert at the same time.
that is the greatest thing ever. You can have steak and ice cream just right there in front of you.
Yeah, it's kind
Oh.
of like that.
Speaking of which, I'm going to reveal a secret to people. If you ever go to like the stores like CVS, Walmart, you get those emergency packs. What they don't tell you is you don't want to mix it with water. You want to sniff that shit. You won't get sick for at least a month.
I just had one of those.
Yeah.
today.
Those emergencies?
The emergencies,
Yeah.
don't drink it. Sniff the shit out of it.
No.
You will not get sick for a month. It stays in your nose. It gets stuck in the hairs.
I don't recommend that or eating boogers, maybe.
You don't know until you
Well,
try.
I did have an emergency today, coincidentally enough.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you know a lot of people getting bronchitis right now, believe it or not. It's going around the island.
Well,
So you want to be on that shit every day.
let me tell you something. I am like one of the healthiest people alive. I never get sick. Even like if I start to get even a fraction of a cold, I have an emergency or something and knock it out, gone. Like, rarely. I can't even
What?
remember the last time I got sick.
I'll tell you someone who doesn't get sick. One of my cousins was in the military, and he said after they gave him that, I forget the name of it, it's like a certain shot they give you.
Some type of vaccine or something.
Yeah, he hasn't been sick. Like, I've seen the dude walk around in T-shirts in negative degree weather, hang out with people with the flu, mono, you name it, people coughed on him. He's never gotten sick. And if he did feel sick for a second, it was gone, like, that day. I was like, I want that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. There's got to be some sort of price to pay to have something like that affect you. It's probably like,
I wonder what it does. Are you gonna do the hydrogen challenge with us? Come on, you have to do it.
isn't that what
What's the
makes your voice deeper?
No, the hydrogen
What
challenge
is that?
where you drink hydrogen peroxide for a month. 2 months.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What
What's
does it
that?
do?
It's food grade hydrogen peroxide, so I have to get a special kind because there's like so many different types of peroxide, and it's the only one that you could actually ingest because it doesn't have bleaching agents, so that's
Okay.
very important. And basically, you take it 3 times a day. You start with a dose of like 3 drops in a glass of water, and you increase it every day by another drop until you're up to like 22 drops a day or something like that. And you do that for a month, and then you wind it back down to 3 drops a day, and then you finish and you cleanse your system.
I could use a good cleansing right now.
Yeah, me
You,
too.
I think you decrease your chance of infection, and
Uh-huh.
you increase by increasing your white T cells.
Really?
So I don't know. I'm not really familiar with it
Well, let's
too
look it up.
well.
Will that
because-
get me a
wait,
summer body?
what's that?
Or am I shit out of luck?
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, what was the website you were just on? Because that was
Oh,
really good information
That was
about boogers.
You don't have any good information about boogers. Uh-oh.
It's totally gone.
Oh well.
That's a-
So it's called The 1 Minute Cure. It's a book, but like basically, it's really like whatever. You just drink the shit and like whatever. 3
Does it
times
help you get a
day.
summer body?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping I get a 6-pack from it.
Nice. We should the 6-pack challenge.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna put you through hell, but like I hear like when you finish, like you are like rejuvenated and like your body is like clean and like supercharged.
You always feel good when you finish.
Yeah. Right.
It's true.
A good cleanse. Yeah.
A good cleanse.
They do have a lot about this challenge, but it's mostly videos. I'm trying to find
Uh-oh.
an article on it.
It's called The 1 Minute Cure.
I just did the hydrogen peroxide challenge.
Uh,
What do you want? What is it?
I mean, if you don't want to do that, you could always
those look like good videos. Yeah.
you could always put yourself
I'm
in
telling
like
you, it looks intense.
you could always put yourself in body wrap and just lose 20 pounds miraculously overnight with that.
Have you body wrapped?
Nope, have you?
No.
That's like the biggest trend supposedly right now that you're seeing going. Like my Facebook is full of them, and I see people posting like, "Oh, it's like you don't have to work out, do anything. Just wear the wraps, and you'll have your summer body." But it's like a temporary effect. It will thin you out, but like a day later, your stomach's puffed right back up to normal.
Oh, like what, when you take the plastic off?
Yeah, when you take it off. So that's not cool. What's the? We actually got someone who wants to call the show. Do you have the number on you?
516
516
945
945
9099.
9099.
Oh, you're not gonna find any information.
So
Yeah,
516 945 9099. This is gonna be interesting. Where's the phone call
Well,
coming?
it's usually in that part of the system, but we can't have the speakers on because of the sound, so we're going to do it right through here.
Oh, we're gonna do it through here.
Should be fine.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool how that works.
Should be able to hear each other. I just hope we pick up his voice on here.
No, I might just have to move the microphone a little bit closer.
Do something. Let me set the camera up
Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
so it doesn't.
We're gonna have people want to give their opinions on life. Maybe even ask for an autographed painting.
Maybe people will do the challenge with us.
Yeah.
I get my bottle around the Cinco de Mayo sometimes.
Cinco de Mayo.
So when I'm ready to start, I mean, if I'll get the bottle, and then when you guys are ready to start, maybe like we can get like crowd, like we can do it with like people from our viewers, you know.
We can do that. Yeah.
I
It's
can
like
do
maybe
like
like
the hydrogen challenge.
whoever has like the biggest difference in a month, maybe we can set up a prize for them.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
whoever
know.
makes it the longest, because I hear a lot of times you don't make it through the whole 2 months.
Oh, okay.
You gotta stay
could.
dedicated. See,
So,
people. The problem is, anytime someone does a challenge, they expect results in like 5-6 days, and then they don't see it. They get
Well,
disappointed.
that's why the viewers who make it all the way through the challenge get like a prize at the end.
Exactly.
I think.
If you can do this for. Hello there. You are on the stupid Jerry G 1 minute challenge show.
Hi, I have a foot fetish.
You got a foot fetish.
I like feet are great.
Jerry,
Let's see it. So you like feet. Tell me about it. What was your last foot experience like?
I like to stick my penis in between each one of the toes. And then I like to come on the heels.
So you stick your penis between each of the toes. So that could mean one of two things. Either your dick is the size of an Asian man, or you're messing with a girl with really big fucking feet.
and you say you come on heels?
I come on the heels, and I come on the ankles, and I come in my own mouth.
Who's this, Scooby-Doo?
It does. It does. Is this Scooby Doo?
How often do you practice this form of moisturizing?
Right now.
Are you practicing with Welma or Shaggy? I think it's actually.
Hold on. I'll put you on the phone.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Come here. Give me the foot. Give me the foot. She wears flip-flops. She'll take them off.
I can't understand you. How many times a week do you practice this form of moisturizing?
I don't moisturize. I just stick my penis in. Come here.
He just sticks his penis in it. There's no form of moisturizing at all. Do you put the lotion on the skin and do what it's told?
She's very shy. She doesn't want to talk.
She doesn't want to
Come
talk?
here.
Does she have a mouthful right now?
She has a footful.
Don't you have the, maybe you got the foot full. That's probably why we can't understand Scooby.
Okay, I guess I have to go now. She's not participating in my activities.
Oh, well, I'd like you to thank you and come
Well,
again.
thank you guys for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. See, I always knew something was wrong with Scooby.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Scooby.
Well, Scooby's a little special. Maybe that Scooby is. Maybe that was a distant cousin or something. So yeah, I guess the foot fetish is real. It didn't take that long for someone to call in about it. So if anyone else has some sort of fetish that they want to, go over or let out or, express yourselves and get our opinion, feel free to call.
Jerry's exploring his...
Psychological ways of...
He's looking for a new fetish.
I'm looking for a new fetish.
Any suggestions?
Any suggestions?
He wants support.
I know.
I don't really have any fetishes. I have to really think.
You know, for me, it's
nothing like weird. I don't have any weird fetishes.
I would say it's not a slight fetish, but booty bouncing. It's an instant 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
If a girl knows how to move her ass with, like, that's it, her whole body, instead of shaking her whole body like she's having a fucking seizure, that's, like, the greatest fucking thing. That's like back in the day, I used to go to strip clubs with my friends because we used to work till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And everybody would just be like, okay, the stripper looks good. I'm like, yeah, she looks good, but can she shake it? Can she move it? Nope. Next. And eventually you see the one girl on stage that can actually, like, it looks like she had a second brain in her asshole. That's the girl you pick.
Yeah. Well, do you like violent, aggressive shaking and twerking?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
gotta be.
I'm like the opposite.
Oh, you like the
I
slow
like
and soft?
more choreographed.
Choreographed.
You know, just something. I don't like too much action going on.
It goes to
too
the music.
fast. Well, 140 beats per minute.
We
A little
actually,
too fast.
speaking of which, we are going to have. I have a friend who I like to call her a professional twerker, and maybe gets her and some other people to have a contest. And then they have that whole thing called like the twerk cup, I guess, where like they put like a cup or something like on your ass, and you try and flip the cup, like that. You saw that the videos going around about that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, we can have a challenge one day. Get a few girls lined up, put a cup on their ass, see who can flip the most successful cups without fucking up, and prize right there. Have you challenged them?
That sounds like a good idea.
I'll try it too.
I think, my opinion, I think twerking has gone way too far. I mean, on Facebook, you got grandmothers twerking, you got men twerking. I mean, like, I really, honestly,
Men
I
twerking
don't
should
need to
not
see
be.
it anymore. If I didn't see another girl twerk for the rest of my life, I wouldn't even care, because I've seen so much twerking in the past fucking 365 days. I'm done.
Have you seen the videos where it's like, okay, you see a guy like looking all excited, staring at someone twerk, and then the person turns around, it's a dude, and the guy's like, ah! He's like
It's
completely
just
bugs.
too much for me. God.
Do you like booger eaters?
You know what? I've never met a booger eater. You're probably my first one. I would have to get to know you a little more.
I'm glad she's my first too with that. Just
Yeah.
knowing that.
It's just, yeah.
Good job.
But now that I'm a little more educated on boogers, I think I'm a little more open-minded. So I think,
thank
like
you.
before the show,
That's why I think it was really important that you deliver that information.
I would be a little hesitant, and now that I kind of understand what boogers are and what they do for us, I'm definitely a little more open-minded.
We might have just saved somebody's life. Somebody could be sick and dying right now. Maybe they have cancer. Now they're just eating every single snot that they have, and that might cure them.
You know what? I think the keys, the secret to health and life is pot and boogers.
Pot and boogers.
I think the combination of weed and boogers, they're going to find one day, that's it.
I've experimented with a lot of different dietary sort of things, and I don't think that you're wrong.
It could be, right?
Yeah.
I would
It's
have to
not
agree.
far-fetched.
I had at my old house, I had a whole bunch of roommates. Anytime they worked out, they would come home, get high as shit right after that. And guess what? They were never sore.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck? I'm like, here I am working. I'm like, I must be doing something fucking wrong. I'm
Well,
getting sore like crazy. And then they could keep going.
I'll tell you, because right now they're really like experimenting. Like, I don't know if you know this, but Israel is like huge in medical, marijuana. And,
Really?
Oh yeah, they're like fucking top of. They are like finding out everything about all the cures, everything that it does, and they're finding out more and more. Like, it actually slows down cancer from growing. The healing, it actually makes you focus better. It's very interesting, but I think it got a bad rap, and I think one day they're going to come up and
It cures
and realize
anorexia.
It cures that. Well, it makes you eat. Yeah.
I still say
That's
to this
why they
day
do
that the cures do not come from something the best cures in life will not come from something you can get in a store. There's somewhere
It's natural.
that's like, okay, here's, years ago, I don't know if anyone's ever been burnt or had a sunburn. Everyone thinks, okay, go to the store, you're spending all these money on lotions. Has anyone actually had a real aloe plant?
Mm-hmm.
In Florida, my grandfather used to grow them. I remember snapping the thing, cutting it, putting it on the burn, and Like an hour later,
Yeah.
the pain was gone. Not a single medicine these days I've ever taken at a store cleared it up that fast. We're looking at 1 to 2 days at least of putting it on and taking the worst painful showers ever.
I agree.
So ever since that moment as a kid, I was like, it's every cure has got to be in some sort of fucking plant.
I agree. And pot is 100% natural, not unlike, cocaine and all those things are manufactured from natural things,
Yeah.
but they're not just taken from the ground. They're, in labs and they're created. But pot actually is 100% natural.
I'd
It's
say
a
at least in the
wild
next
weed.
10 years, it's going to come out of all this shit that it's curing.
It's curing a lot of things.
Problem is you're going to have all these companies that are making a ton of money realize that no one's going to be buying their products anymore. They're going to do everything they can to kill someone off.
Well, that's why a lot of big businesses are getting into growing and the pharmaceutical part of it.
Shit, I should have invested in the stocks when I had the chance.
It's good to invest in. I just read that the other day. Weed companies.
Well, when did they start coming? Like a year and a half, 2 years ago? My friend, he put like $600 in the stocks, and like a month later, he's like, "Yo, look at my shit." He shows me his phone. He has like $5,000 in there. I'm like, "How the fuck did you go from $600 to $5,000?" He's like, "I just kept investing in the thing and trading and selling, watching every day." I was like, "Fuck, I missed my calling." God only knows how much the kid has in there now.
Yeah.
So now the kid buys his own weed by selling weed legally. That's fucking awesome.
That sounded
That's
like
true.
almost like screeching your hands across the block.
No, not like that. I can't do it. Oh, here it goes.
She's gonna do it again. Okay.
Oh, no, she's just teasing us. She's not going to torture us. Don't you do it.
Oh,
Yeet.
damn.
That's not as bad. When the teachers used to, you have the old woman with the long ass foot-long nails and shit used to do on the chalkboards back in the school days. Like to get, if someone fell asleep, they would do that, or just to get everybody's attention.
What's the most annoying sound you ever heard? That was close.
The most annoying sound I ever heard is one I can actually replicate. Has anyone ever played, oh god, Mario Kart for a Nintendo 64?
Oh, I don't remember. A long time ago.
There was one character where, if I remember my friend used to have a sound system we played, and when he would fall down, he would let this high-pitched sound out, sounding like this. Ah! And it was just the fact we would have the speaker blasted so loud, so every time everybody would be like, "What the fuck was that?" It was Toad. That's right. I can't really do the sound anymore. My throat's all fucked up.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Still got it.
What's the most annoying thing you ever heard?
Oh. Most annoying thing. You want to know what's really annoying to me?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Going to bed with the TV on
The
and
whole time.
waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning
Oh.
to the theme song to I Love Lucy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
It's excruciating. It really is.
Speaking of which, have you ever fallen asleep watching a movie and then woke up in the middle of the night to hear and thinking you were watching a porn?
No.
The Showtime movies all become the softcore
Oh,
porn
okay.
channels at night.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll never forget, I had a dream that I was walking with one of my friends in a hallway, and in the dream, my friend just kept moaning. I'm like, why the fuck are you moaning so much? It's like 5 minutes of moaning in the dream, and then I wake up and I look at my TV, I'm like, oh shit! I was like waiting for someone to like come in my room and be like, what the fuck are you watching? I'm like, it wasn't that 3 hours ago.
Yeah, shit changes at night.
I'm guilty of, that's not me. I'm guilty of falling asleep with the TV probably every single night. It's just,
Yeah, I have to.
I can fall asleep when I don't want to. But like if I like turn all the lights out, turn the TV off, and I'm sitting there, I'll be staring at my ceiling for like 2 hours.
Start
Just,
thinking about shit.
yeah.
Me
What
too.
about you?
What about it?
You
What if-
just go to sleep with music, TV, nothing?
It depends. It depends. Yeah, the best sleep is always like quiet, dark.
So you get really tired and then you just fall out, dark, quiet, or do you like lay there for a while and?
I'm pretty good at sleeping. Like I can pretty much fall asleep anywhere.
Oh, have you ever fallen asleep on top of a washing machine?
I think so.
I did once my senior prom.
Were you drunk or was it just like
I was slightly drunk and I passed out on the washing machine. It was
in
not-
it?
no on top of it. I couldn't fit inside of the thing, even though that would have been funny to try.
Like when they're like going, it's like, you know, like you could totally sleep on one because it's like being on a train or in a car.
Oh, trains I've fallen asleep on. I can't tell you how many times I came home from the city, like you're catching the 4 o'clock train, and then next thing you know, you pass out and you wake up and you barely hear doo doo, and you hear your town being announced. Or when you wake up and then you realize you're 3 towns over, and it's like, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah.
No, trains I've fallen asleep on is bed. Best sleep ever. Like back to my roommates. They used to bake out the house every night. I walked in the house probably a minute later, secondhand high, and I was laying down. I must have slept 12 hours the next day. Best sleep I ever had in my life. Was walking into a baked out house.
You guys have restless leg syndrome? You ever have that?
What's that?
It's like when you go to sleep and you lay down, and all of a sudden it's like you've got to move your legs like constantly back and forth. Like you get in a position, you're comfortable.
It starts
Literally,
shaking left and right.
15 seconds later, you're dying to move and twist to another position.
You know what
back
that
and
is?
forth. You never had that? I had
Water
that.
depletion.
It's a nightmare.
A lot of that has to do with not getting enough water in you.
Really?
I've had that happen. I'll get up and I'll literally have like a glass or 2 of water and just pray I don't piss myself that night. But that gets rid of it.
Gets rid of restless legs.
Restless
Yeah.
leg syndrome.
If you don't have enough water traveling in you, it makes your whole body like shake and seizure. It looks like you're having sex with the sheets.
It's a nightmare.
Yes,
I've literally, last week I had it 5 days in a row. I literally didn't fall asleep till like 5, 6 in the morning every night.
Oh.
Just tossing and turning from like 1 o'clock to like 5, 6 in the morning. It's a nightmare.
That's not fun.
And then it'll just go away, and then I'll be fine. Very weird. Sucks though. I had it for my whole life, and then I saw a commercial. You know, I was like, "Oh shit, I got that."
And then they tell you, oh, you're going to buy a $100 product to get rid of it. Just drink fucking water. Go to a nice little water fountain, put your head underneath it. Good. Problem solved. It's the free shit that people don't realize that makes so much of a difference.
Yeah, you're right.
What's going on in there?
Nothing. I just still at the 1 minute cure.
Oh, the 1 minute cure. So this could be a very interesting
It
challenge.
says it costs 1.5 cents a day.
One.
You could get rid of virtually any disease ever.
So when are we all going to start this?
Well, I told you I get my bottle between like the 5th and like the 15th.
May 15th. May 5th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got a call. Hello there. You are on The Stupid Show.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. I actually was listening to the porno conversation you guys were just having.
About which one?
Porno.
Oh,
You know,
Oh.
you guys were just talking about pornos.
Oh, yeah, you-
Fetishes and stuff?
Yeah, I wanted to know, did you guys ever walk in on someone accidentally watching a porno?
oh, I thought you might have walked in on someone actually while they're making a porno.
Oh, making a porno.
I
Oh,
have
that's
done that
a
accidentally.
recent one.
I'll never look at my friend's ass the same again.
I know. I walked in on someone at one of my ex's fathers watching a porno, and it was very awkward.
They didn't have the whole sock on them, did they?
No, but it was definitely anal porno. I had no idea what to do.
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah, it was horrible. After a family party, you wake up and you see your,
And I-
ex's father jerking off too, butt naked too. He was naked.
Oh, that's terrible.
But see, I've watched porno in bed. I've never get completely butt ass naked to jerk off. I just pull down the shorts a little bit or something like that. But some people, like, they get into it. They'll get complete butt ass naked. They'll put candles in their
know.
room. Did he have candles?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like you do it with a house full of people. It's just wild. Weird.
There was people
But,
there?
and that aloe, and you guys' aloe conversation, it's really true. Aloe is excellent for you. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
It's the greatest fucking thing ever. Everyone should grow an aloe plant.
It is. I was just away, and I bought a bunch of aloe bottles of pure aloe, and it works excellent.
Yeah, very good.
Excellent.
Do you think it cures
Oh,
anything
well,
else besides
Great
burns?
show today.
Thank you.
Very good show tonight.
All right, thank you. Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Wandsworth.
Oh, cool. All right. so-
Yeah, excellent show.
So like 5 minutes away.
Thank you.
Cheers to
I
Wandsworth.
know.
Cheers.
I know. I work in the neighborhood, and I just rushed home to watch you guys.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right, have a good night.
All right. Bye.
What the? Have a good night.
That's why
That damn dog.
All right. Okay, all right.
Bye-bye. Do you have any idea who that was?
I think I might have an idea who that was. That
That
was
was a good call.
it was. We're starting to get followers now.
That's good.
I very soon we're gonna have a billboard on one of the highways. I think LA is gonna start doing billboards soon. There's people opposed against it saying it's gonna be a distraction, but how many times have you ever driven on an interstate where they have billboards over there and saw someone get into an accident because of a sign?
Unless it's a sign for a porno.
Must have been. Actually, there was all the way down the LIE by the Queens area when they have a sign. There was a big advertisement of a girl holding a beer and it said "Great Head" every night. It was about nice head beer. I'm like, that's the greatest fucking advertisement I've ever seen in my life. But like, you know what it is? No matter what you do to try to improve something, people are going to complain. I was reading a news article the other day that everyone's opposed to getting cell phone towers out east somewhere. I was like for T-Mobile, but the same people complaining about putting a tower are the same people complaining that they have no cell phone service. What is this? Thank you. I'm going to treasure it with my heart. I'm going to save this for later.
Well, that's the old...
Don't look at me like I'm different.
That's the old not in my backyard.
You are different now.
I am. One of a kind. I got a collection now.
You know?
Every week I'll be expecting.
If the cell tower's in somebody else's yard, then they're fine with it. But as soon
Exactly.
as it's in their backyard...
They weren't even like putting it in... What do we got here?
Are you...
My nipple's getting slightly
I was
hard
gonna
right
say,
now.
Do you have a nipple fetish?
I hope not. But she's...
Give it back. What'd
Give
you do
me-
with my present?
It was a gift.
Where is it?
I don't... It's... How the fuck is it still in my hand? I thought I put it in my pocket. I thought it was a gift.
I didn't get it.
So, are you the type of person when you make your painting, you're going to give someone a painting as a gift and a week later call them like, I just realized I want it back. This took a lot of effort to put into.
Let's see if I even part with the painting.
You're going to, like, people are going to expect you to do one painting a month.
I don't think I could do just one painting a month. I feel like, okay, this is my
Whoa.
first one, and it's already taking me more than just 1 month.
So, let's say it takes 2 months, so it's about 6 paintings a year. At least.
If you don't do one painting over like
Well,
6 months,
But depends, yeah.
it depends how much detail you want.
This could be your
And
big
you'd have
thing.
to be like pretty dedicated into, and you know, like it depends when you're working with color, you know, like the different shades, et cetera, and you know, you're gonna have to like really work with your period. You know, you
gotta work
with
it.
the heavier days, the lighter days, and then you're talking like how many days am I using all the days? Like it gets complicated.
The heavier days you work on the foreground of the painting because that's going to be like the darker paint.
Right.
And then the lighter days you can do like the happy
all
little
the
trees,
little
bushes,
touch-ups and,
little
you know,
touch-ups.
little things in the background.
You gotta time it right. It's like
It's gonna take some practice.
it really
you know?
is.
You got to get to know your flow.
You,
And work accordingly.
know your flow before you go.
Definitely, you know, you guys are actually
Like that.
you're really really supportive with this whole like idea in general. Thank you
Well-
for being really open to it and like,
I gotta tell you,
Thank
when
you for being
when you
open
guys
to it.
First started talking about it, I was a little confused. I couldn't really grasp the concept, but now I understand it. You know,
I told her the
so-
first time she talked about it, my phone was getting blown up like crazy. People were like, I want this. Like, you ever see like some like rich people, like they got these paintings in the house that's like a few squiggly lines, and it's like $500,000 painting of nothing.
Abstract.
I could see that happening. Some guy going up to you, okay, you made like a period painting of a stick figure. Here's $5,000. I want it.
well, I'm really putting in a lot of work into
It's going to be
so-
worth
Well,
something.
you have to call it something because a period painting actually means a painting from a certain period
Yeah.
of time.
Period of
So
time.
you have to have a new.
And this is not paint you can find in any store.
It
so
has a name.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
listen
Snow
to this.
Dog Moon Howl.
Well, that's the name of the painting.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the actual style of painting that you're doing.
Oh, you're saying like a period piece is of a time.
Yes,
It's a
exactly.
period of a time.
Like, you know, somebody says, oh, I have a few period paintings. They would mean,
Mhm.
like, you know, a few certain.
She could do
time
a
periods.
medieval time, make it a bloody painting of death. It could work out. There's a lot of different things we could do with this. I'm just curious to see how this thing's going to come out. I think this is probably going to be the most interesting painting.
It's coming out like pretty nicely. Yeah.
You're going to be the
What-
Bob Ross of menstrual painting.
What
I hope you know
color
that.
is it?
Well, that depends.
It changes shades.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
changes
may
shades.
start off like
Yeah,
you know,
it looked nice when I first did
That's
it.
what I'm
Like
saying.
I had the perfect color.
It could be looking a little funky. By
And now, like that, a couple weeks have passed. Like
oh no,
it
it's gonna
looks
start
like
smelling.
it's a different color, and I'm not so happy.
You put a
with
laminate
it.
over top of
you
it
may
to hide out
you
the
may
smell.
have to do these real fast and kind of like seal them up somehow.
I was
Air
going
compression.
to saran
clear
wrap it
coating or
and bring it
something.
in today. I'm not ready to saran wrap it. I want to give it one more go with the period.
It
and
needs
then-
another coat.
Yeah.
It's a coat of love.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like you bring a car to like the car shop to have it painted. Do you think they just do one coat over and then that's it? No, they do several coats on top.
Yeah, and then they bake it and clear coat it.
And then once it's clear coated, they give it a nice little clean, a wax, and it's good to go.
Buff it out.
And then person buffs it out, and person comes and collects after the buffing. So after you're buffed, your painting is going to be, complete.
Buff.
Buff. But he said before, though, what was it? Know Your Flow? That could be the next painting's name, Know Your Flow.
You gotta flow with your flow.
You got to go. What was it? Know before you go. Like that's News 12, so it's know before you flow.
Know before you flow. And
Know
then
before you flow.
Go
Sounds
with
like
the
Kenny
flow.
Rogers song. You gotta know when
There
you
you
flow.
go. Reminds me of that
I don't
commercial.
know. Well, you know what? You guys got like 6-7 minutes left.
Oh.
Maybe I should let you guys close the show. And
No, actually, I was supposed to leave at 8:45.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh.
going to close the show for me by saying peace out, nanu nanu. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you so much for
You're
coming
out.
today.
Thank you.
All right, I'll sit with you a couple more minutes.
It's
and
going to
then
be
you're
you and
gonna
me.
do-
We're going to go over
You're gonna do an outro monologue.
an
with us.
outro. I had some very, very good videos planned, which I'm going to show next week. I'll just describe what the videos were in a little detail. Years ago, me and my friends, back in the days of Jackass, we made our own little show in high school called Dumbass. And this was before cell phones, Facebook, MySpace, all that shit. So a group of us would just get together and we'd film beating the shit out of each other, throwing chairs. And we did one stunt where we took this. You ever see those pretzel cakes, those giant bottles and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
We're like at least like this size. We took it, we threw it at my friend's head at least 50 times straight. And we filmed it, and then we cut it out. So it was just hearing him get clunked over and over again. He's still fine today, a little crazy in the head. And then the same kid, we made another video where I took him in my BMW, and my last one was worked up. We were doing 150 miles an hour down the highway, and he sounded like he was about to shit himself and piss. He was like legit crying. He thought he was on a roller coaster. So next week, you're gonna see those videos, and I guarantee you're gonna like what you watch. I guarantee it.
Okay.
If you catch that ad right there.
All right, so we hopefully will have a full crew, or at least 3/4 of the crew next week.
I know we're under influence that Brendan's still getting a haircut right now,
Yeah.
and
He doesn't have any hair. Oh, he's getting his shave.
he gets it done right before the show. He grows his hair out really fast, believe it or not.
Really?
He's got Miracle growing that shit. I think maybe he put boogers on his head, man. I think that's going to be the cure for balding head is
Oh,
boogers.
that would be great. I'm gonna go try it when I get home.
No, I wonder if anyone's ever thought to try. See, it's the things that no one ever thinks
That's
to try
right. Maybe
that are the cures.
like somebody needs to like pee on their head
exactly.
and see what happens.
You're going to have people put boogers on their head to grow their hair. You're going to have freaking guys put boogers on their dick to grow their dicks.
Anything.
Anything.
Because you never know.
Boogers and weed are the next generation of cures.
That's what I feel. I really do believe that.
It's insane.
It's the things that are right in front of your face, the plentiful things
Mhm.
that are in our noses and in the dirt. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Hey,
Who knew?
there's a lot of mushrooms out there that get rid of cancer.
A lot of mushrooms. They do a lot of different things. Some
They
will
do.
Some will really fuck you up.
Some.
Some will help you. Some will hurt you. But
Have you ever witnessed someone trip out on shrooms before?
well, I tripped out on shrooms once.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anything wild happen?
Oh, it was quite an experience. It was. Remember that movie Resident Evil?
Yes.
Okay. It was like the first one, and me and
That
my
was the
friend
best
did
one.
some shrooms, and it was just kicking in, and that movie came on. And if you remember the music, it was very it was like a build up, and all these things are happening. It's very like anxious, and it was the craziest thing watching this movie on shrooms, and me and my friend were like on edge. Like everything was so overemphasized. It was just insane.
Oh.
It was really insane.
I years ago, I don't remember where I was at the time, but I was hanging out with these group of girls, and one of them, she's like, guys, I just had shrooms a little while ago. I'm waiting for it to kick in. And then suddenly, it started kicking in, and I don't know why, I guess it was a cold day, and one of the girls brought sheets and blankets with her. She was rolling around the floor with her blankets saying, my blanket's trying to fucking eat me. This thing's trying to eat me. I was like, bitch, you're too fucking fat. Your blanket's not trying to eat you. It does not want to eat you.
If you eat too much, because it doesn't hit right away. Same thing with eating like pot. You got to be careful, because some people, they eat it. Oh, nothing's happening. And then they eat more, and then it hits them, and it's way too much. But yeah, be careful, you know. Shrooms are quite a thing.
Never tried that. The only thing that ever fucked me up was absinthe, the real shit with the wormwood in it.
Oh man.
I had a situation once where I like I said it last week, where I had a party once in my backyard. I had 2 shots of absinthe straight, no sugar cubes. Fuck that. My friend Sal's watching. He's like, Jerry, you gotta add the sugar cubes. Fuck you, Sal. But when we had it, it comes in much faster. You feel it throughout your whole body. I thought there was a slip and slide in my back. So picture me running, jumping, and then
keep going.
Picture me running, jumping, and then falling and belly motherfucking flopping. And suddenly, you realize I'm on the ground. There's no slip and slide. You're too drunk to realize there's pain there. But the next day, you think that you got a fucking sumo wrestler sitting on your fucking ribcage. What have we done?
No, keep going, keep going.
And it's not fun. So, the point of the story is, if you're going to have absinthe, make sure you have painkillers for one. You got somebody with a camera that's willing to film it. And then you got another friend who's good enough to take care of you and probably bring you to the fucking hospital. Because you most likely are going to get injured and create a good laugh at the same fucking time. Have you ever had that drink?
I've never had absinthe, no.
Don't get the one here. You got to get it imported.
I've heard it's crazy shit, but I've never had it.
It's like 140, 150 proof.
No. Well, I have had, years ago, I remember Bacardi 151.
Oh my god.
We used to do the 151 and Coke all the time. That shit was crazy.
That'll fuck you up.
But I can't drink like I used to, you know?
I witnessed this one kid drink a whole bottle of 151, and we had to carry him out of the house, and it was like, he went from 200 pounds to 500 all of a sudden, complete dead weight.
Really?
We couldn't even get the kid in the car. I was like, you drank a whole bottle of 151, how are you still alive? How does this happen? How are you still breathing?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let you close out the show. Mm-hmm. Thank everybody for watching.
Everybody for watching.
Tell everybody to watch next week.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
And everybody for disappearing and not showing up, getting haircuts and extended hiking trips.
But thank you for inviting me on the set.
Thank you for coming.
You know,
glad to have you.
Yeah, man. Anytime. I'm here. And if anybody else, StrongIsland.com. If anybody wants a show, hit me up. My name is LA the Boss. Just hit me up, LA@StrongIsland.com, and get some more information about what we do here.
He's the fucking man. You don't know this, but he's the man. He does some crazy shit when you guys aren't watching. Anyways, it's me, Jerry G. I want to thank everybody for watching this week. Despite people missing, that's all right. It happens. It's not going to stop anything. I could have a broken leg and I'll still be filming. I'll just drag the cameras to the fucking hospital bed, even if I'm half dead or God only knows. And if anyone wants to come on, be a guest, we are going to have studio guests soon. We're going to have more people. We're going to have an audience, and there's a lot more coming. There's going to be a twerk off. There's going to be a game of Twister. And stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more. And we might get a call from some Scooby-Doo fellow that has a foot fetish with cum and semen, and I don't even know what else he's going to do. But as always, take care. Have a good one. Go fuck yourself. Don't go fuck yourself. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's Jerry G, the Stupid Show, the Jerry G Show, the I have no idea what the fuck everybody is show. Have a great night.